Guys, we got to talk about PlayStation. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. So listen up, boys. We got a crazy story regarding PlayStation that I meant to cover the other day, but I didn't get to cover, unfortunately. So today, we're going to be covering this story, and we're going to see exactly what's going down with this. So PlayStation, during this whole chaos that's happening with Grand Theft Auto 6 right now and Rockstar, it's being reported that there is a new AI patent that is being put out there with PlayStation. And this particular AI patent is going to let you sell your player data in order to train it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you guys want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join me every single day, 9 p.m. over on the main channel, where you can catch me live every single day, 9 p.m. Eastern. I hope to see every single one of you there. Now back to the main video. I'm not kidding. At this point, they want your data so bad that they're willing to go beyond the initial little bit of data or whatever they collect from you, regarding when you sign up for PSN or whatever. They now want to take it to the next step, and they want you to sell them your data. It's amazing. Let's figure out and let's see what's going on here, because surely the PlayStation platform cannot get worse, right? New Sony patent discusses the possibility of AI that grinds games for you and lets you sell your player data in order to train the AI. The AI Ghost of Yote could get revenge for you. So basically, my understanding of this is that you would be able to utilize an AI system that will play the game for you or do certain segments of the game that you don't like, or whatever the case would be. You'll be able to use the AI to do all that for you. So I'm sure the journalists are absolutely loving this right now. And then you could then take that data that I guess you get from, using the AI system, and then sell it back to Sony to be able to train their AI. Let's go over it. So, as spotted by Cheap Happens, Sony's blah, blah, blah patent, which was filed in 2022, but only officially published last month on July 23rd, details a supposed technology of generating an agent to play a game on behalf of a user. Why are we at this point? Honestly, guys, I know there's been a massive push with accessibility in video games. I totally understand that. I get that. But if we are at the point where there is an AI system playing a video game for you, brother, pack it up and get a DVD player. Actually, never mind. Most people use their PlayStation for a DVD player anyway, but you get what I'm saying. I think it's time to pack it up, and I think it's time to just go watch movies. Because if you're not actually going to play the game, then what the fuck is the point? I don't understand, right? It's bad enough that there are certain walking simulator games that are just not even video games. I'm looking at you, Mixtape. That honestly, these video games like Mixtape, they do an injustice to video games that are actually really good. QTE inspired walking simulator video games, kind of like Heavy Rain, for example, or Detroit Become Human. Those are two of the most amazing games. The stories are phenomenal. The story in Heavy Rain, I'm telling you right now, if you've never played it, go play that game. I was very skeptical at first of Heavy Rain because I never really played a video game like that back in the day. And then I played it and I'm like, bro, this shit is peak. This story is absolutely peak. It's a great game. But you actually play the game, and what happens is that if you mess up enough QTEs, pretty much every character can die. There's no, it doesn't have this Spider-Man effect where if you don't do a QTE, your character just freezes until you do it. You know what I mean? It's an actual game, and it has actual consequences and branching story points. So anytime I look at video games like Mixtape and people call it a walking simulator, I feel like it does it an injustice to the genre that was really put on the map by video games like Heavy Rain. But anyway, let's go continue. So again, if you're gonna utilize AI to play the game for you, bro, pack it up. Just watch movies. Just watch movies, go watch TV shows. That's what you really want to do. You see, while previous patents stated that the AI could be trained on gameplay footage, the new patent instead features an AI that will be trained on the user's actual gameplay habits. Figure 11 of the patent shows the AI could be then programmed to perform specific tasks without user input, such as collect money, proceed story, and boss battle. That's not the truly weird bit, though. Oh, God. All right, well, what's worse? It also states, in the first and second embodiments, in the case where the user data of another user is used for generation of an agent of the user A, the game system, 1, may construct a mechanism to receive a payment from the user, A, for the use of the user data. By way of example, in a case where the user A generates an agent by using the user data of a famous game player, the user A may be allowed to purchase the user data of the famous game. Are you kidding me? Do you guys understand what's going on here? Think about the potential. Think about where this is going. Think about where this is going, boys. We're talking about an AI system that they're going to utilize to partner with big-time streamers, and then those big-time streamers are going to sell their data to get a cut from PlayStation as a form of monetization. So if you as a player want to download, I don't know, fucking Burnt Peanuts gameplay for a certain video game and use it for your AI system so that your AI system will play the game exactly like Burnt Peanut, then Burnt Peanut will get money from that particular transaction. That's where they're going with this. They want to be able to monetize this AI system and utilize famous streamers to be able to sell the system. At least that's what I'm getting from it. If I'm wrong, you guys can let me know, but that's what. So basically, if I was a player on PlayStation and you guys wanted to utilize my AI to play Souls games for you, well, then basically I would get a cut of the money if you download my AI to play for your AI. That's crazy, bro. That's absolutely insane. What world do we live in, bro? Does nobody want to be challenged anymore? Does nobody want to play these games and actually learn how to fucking play the games anymore? You guys just want to... I mean, listen, I get it, man. PlayStation has a lot of these movie-type video games. We make fun of it all the time, right? PlayStation, first-party video games, they all pretty much play the same. But it's like, at what point do we say, maybe you're not actually wanting to play a video game? Maybe you just like the idea of playing video games. But when it comes to actually playing it, it's not for you. You already know all these journalists are going to be downloading all kinds of people's data to train their AIs to play because they can't play. You're going to have all these journalists downloading whoever's good at Souls games so that they can actually review a Souls game for once. It's honestly really sad, bro. Like, I can't. I've been gaming for an ungodly amount of time. Like, I've been gaming for a long fucking time. And you guys know I'm extremely stubborn. Right, there's a lot of times where I would, like for Neo 3, for example. In Neo 3, I ended up getting to an area that I was like 35 levels too low for. And instead of going and leveling and coming back, I was like, I'm just going to fight the way that I showed up. I'm going to figure it out. Even though I'm getting one shot and I'm getting two shot or whatever, I'm going to figure it out. And I beat my head against the fucking bosses for like 2 hours plus. But I beat the game. I beat the game like 30 some odd levels under where I was supposed to be in the final area. Even though it was extremely difficult. And then on top of that, I apparently didn't do a quest line that would have got rid of one of the bosses. So I had to fight 2 bosses back to back. That kind of sucked. Anyway, so, and keep in mind, I was like getting 2-shot by both of the bosses. So anyway, the point is like, I love the challenge. I think the challenge is amazing. It's just so much fun. That's the whole reason why I enjoy video games. For the challenge, for the story, for the like just the overall experience. And you got people out here that are wanting to utilize AI to play the game for them, and then they want to be able to say in the same breath that they're also a gamer too. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand why people are like this. I get why the journalists are like this because they're not really gamers. Right? The journalists want to be writing about politics, but because they can't get a job in politics, they want to write about video games and then tell you a social message every time they write about it because they want to bring politics into gaming. I understand why they do that because they're not really fucking gamers. But for everybody else using this on a mass scale, for the normies using this on PlayStation, I just don't understand why anybody would use it. It's just kind of weird to me, bro. It defeats the entire fucking purpose. But again, maybe that's just me. I don't know. So it says, so if you could just buy the AI data of a pro player and then watch that AI recreation of them finish the entire game for you, what exactly would be the difference between this and just watching a playthrough of a game on YouTube? I just don't get who this is for or why Sony would bother patenting this in the first place. You're telling me I could buy a game and then buy an AI version of a famous game player to finish it for me instead of playing it myself? That's not a video game. That's just a video. And I agree. That's true. And again, it's so ironic the journalists at Kotaku are saying this because we all know they're going to use it. We all know they're going to use it, especially for the harder games. Gaming companies file patents for technology and gameplay design principles all the time. That doesn't mean that they ever plan on implementing them, but even if Sony never makes something like AI Player Agents official, it doesn't mean a third-party company might explore something similar and start selling it anyway. Well, here's the thing, guys. The last couple of patents that PlayStation has filed, they have actually implemented. So I do not doubt that this is going to become a thing, whether it's 6 months from now, 2 years from now. I have no doubt that they're absolutely going to go through with this and figure out a way to implement this. Because they might think that it might bring them more money, because, to them, they view the more people that finish games, the more likely they're going to buy other games. Maybe that's the case. I don't really know. But anything that Sony does is really pushed by either money or control. And I don't think this has anything to do with control. I think this has to do with money or trying to get more money by making it easier for people to be able to finish video games. So that way they buy more video games instead of just quitting and then deciding they don't want to do it anymore, So I thought this story was absolutely insane, but there's one more aspect to this story that I didn't get to. If you stuck around, well, welcome in. Welcome in, boys, okay? PlayStation has officially started rolling out age verification for Australian users accessing R18 plus games and content. Now, we talked about this the other day, okay? We talked about this where Australia apparently has been making they must have passed a new law or something. They're making all of these platforms require age verification in order to play anything that's over, basically mature rated games. And all these companies are following suit now because it's the law. So now PlayStation is going to be demanding your ID in order to play mature rated video games. Forget the fact that you probably had to show your ID when you were buying the game at the store. Forget that. If you want to buy it online digitally, well, you need to prove that you are the proper age. So you got to show your ID and all that good stuff. So for those of you that are in Australia, I just want to make sure you guys know that PlayStation's having a grand old time right now. Even more data for one of the most hacked companies in existence, especially in the gaming industry. Even more data for them to have on their servers for some other hacker to find and have a great old time with it. Sony is asking some users to verify their age using a government ID or a facial scan ahead of a new Australian age restriction rules. According to PlayStation Australia, adult accounts will need to complete age verification to add R18 plus games and content from the PlayStation Store to their libraries. So that's basically it, boys. Nothing more to it other than that. PlayStation is definitely having a grand old time where they want to, number one, sell your data, and number two, they want to get even more data from you if you're in certain areas. And I guarantee you it's only a matter of time before this breaks containment over at Australia, and it happens everywhere. It's only a matter of time, boys. Guaranteed at this point.